doing, woman? Oh, I
Welcome
got
in,
the throat
everyone.
cleaner down there for that.
Welcome in, everyone. We got a special guest tonight. Apparently, we're only live on YouTube and X tonight. So, yeah, we're having some technical issues. This was actually scheduled for last Saturday, but Jeff wasn't able to make it, and that's our special guest for tonight. Let's bring him in and let him introduce himself and what he offers.
Hey guys, Jeffrey Fields here with Fields Commercial Financing. How's everybody doing?
Now we're doing
I
pretty
can
good.
barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
I could barely hear you. I don't know about Mike. I don't know
I
if
can
it's
hear
my
you.
end or what. Really? Huh.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me try to make sure I can. I'm not the best at this. Let me see here. How about now? Can you hear me better?
Not really, but
Now,
huh.
is that okay?
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with Fields Commercial Financing. We've been in business since 2018. My background is really uh, it's totally opposite. I was in law enforcement for a long time in Georgia, DeKalb County, Georgia, and of course I'm retired. And uh, I started getting into commercial sales about 2016, 2017, selling commercial trucks, and I just happened to be really good at it. I didn't know I really had a sales bone in my body, but I really enjoyed meeting the people and what they do and the different industries that they do. It was really interesting to me. And then I kind of moved over to the financing side and I started my own brokerage in 2018, Fields Commercial Financing Services, which basically is FCF. We're on Facebook. You can look us up, Fields Commercial Financing. Um, but basically, anybody that's looking for commercial equipment, anything that what I usually tell people is anything that doesn't float or fly. The banks don't like anything that floats or fly. These banks are pretty hard these days. They're hard on people. It's not like it was back in 18 or 2020 or 19. But we basically, if a customer's looking to get another truck, a sleeper truck or a day cab, whatever it be, we just typically talk to them, see what they do, how long they've been in business, how much is the equipment. We get an application and 3 months bank statements, and we get the approval. We have about, I'd probably say anywhere between 11 and 12 different commercial banks we work with, but we only use about, it just depends on the person's credit profile. We do all kinds of credit, anywhere from top tier A, which isn't something we see a lot of, but times are hard. So, but it goes from A all the way to D credit. I just got a person approved last week for, I think he was a 450 on credit. He's had some stuff going on and that he needed to fix, but they did approve him. And I think it was for a utility truck. I think he was a electrician or something. No, mobile mechanic. And so that's kind of the stuff that we do. I've been doing it since 18, and uh, we're not ready to retire by any means, but I mean, we have really good relationships with the banks, and we fight for you guys to, of course, to get approved. That's how I make my living, and we draw up a summary about what you guys do. That's why I asked the questions. I put a little summary together and with your credit profile and your uh, bank statements and the equipment that you're trying to purchase. And there's no credit inquiries. I pay for that service. There's no hard pulls in this process.
Okay, and just to give you a little backstory, so
Mhm,
I met Jeff back in 2021 when I
mhm.
actually opened my authority, and I had to finance my trailer,
Yeah,
and he got me a really good rate. Uh, I didn't, I had put very little down. Like they were
right.
asking, what was it, 36,000 for the trailer
Yeah,
for a 2015 Thermo King Reefer.
yeah, the
And
reefer. Hmm.
I mean, the terms that he got me was really good. Um, if I had the trailer actually paid off within the first 2 years, I wouldn't have had
Hmm.
to pay any interest on it.
Right.
That didn't end up happening because of some mechanical errors with the truck that I bought. But
Hmm.
um, he does get those good deals. He does his work. He does his due diligence, and that's why we're sponsoring him on here. And he's going to be a affiliate of the American Transportation Co-op as well. He's
Yeah.
going to be
Did
our
I?
main finance
Mhm.
guy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I sent you my new logo and stuff, everything, right? You have all that, right, Chris?
Yeah, and I didn't get around to doing anything 'cause I got so busy last week and this week.
Okay.
I wasn't able to.
But
I did get a promotional done last week, but it was
mhm.
like the same day, and then you weren't able to show up last Saturday.
Yeah, I had
But
a family thing go on. I had to take care of. But like you said, there are in these little programs that it's commercial, it's paynet, it's not on your personal credit. It doesn't affect your personal credit. It's only on your paynet, which is commercial. So if you sign up for 60 months, you're not required to have to go 60 months. You never want to go a full term. So we try to get an EPA, an early payout agreement for you guys on every one so that you can get out about that 2 year mark. Nobody wants to finance anything for 60 months. I mean, that's 5 years. I said, you guys, the banks know that you guys make really good money. They know this transportation field is risky, but they also know it's lucrative because that's otherwise
at
they wouldn't be
times,
in business. Yeah. So they know it's a lucrative business, but it's they're fair options here. It's not just one option. There are flexible options, is what I'm getting at.
yeah, and that's what Jeff actually looks for. He looks for
Hmm.
all the fair options and the best fit. He
Yeah.
does a really good job. I'm
Thank
about
you.
ready to do another financing on a truck here shortly.
Hmm. Yeah.
Did you ever find out any information on those trucks that I sent you?
Uh, Not yet. I've been getting some slow responses because people are on vacation right now. They're just getting back because school is starting back. So they work remotely, but I do have those inquiries in, and I'm just waiting for a response back on that.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if those trucks are still available anymore. I found them on Truck Paper,
Yeah,
but
that's fine. I mean, I'm just trying to get an answer as to what direction we can go on that. But I'm going to follow up with them this week because school's back now. School's back in town, so
right. Okay.
yeah, I'll
Um,
get you a response on that.
I appreciate it. So, other than just trucking, like tractor trailer and
Hmm.
trailers, what else
Hmm.
can you get financing for?
Yeah, and there's so many the list. I mean, it could be titled equipment. Titled equipment would be like your dump trucks, your flatbed trucks, your stake bed trucks, your sleeper trucks, your day cabs, and the non-titled would be like excavators, yellow iron. They basically call it yellow iron, which they really do love to do because there's not many people stealing that kind of stuff. But you know, the yellow iron is the non-titled. But I mean, we do trailers, step deck trailers. I don't know all the names of these things, guys. There's sometimes people send things over, and I'm like, what the hell is that? You know, there's some stuff I've never even seen. You know, I'll be
Right.
like a bit belly dumps. You know, there's belly dumps and farming equipment, anything that doesn't float or fly. You know, I tried to do some drones. I tried to do some airplanes before. It just doesn't work, man. It's you really have to be a picture perfect person or with a lot of money to be doing that kind of stuff. So I don't run into those kind of clients right now. I don't consider myself a big name here. We're small. We like to keep it small because we can get more of a relationship with each person rather than having it so big. And I don't know what's going on with the customers. I like to know what's going on with the customer and how they're doing. It's not just that one purchase. You know, like you, Chris, I like to check up on you. I like to check on people, make sure they're doing okay. And anytime you call me, I have you on my phone, and I know, you know, I know it's you. I always know it's you. I'm like, oh, it's Chris. I'll call you back. You know, so um, but I always answer. So we like to keep it that way, just kind of small, and it's just more personable to me.
Right.
You know, when I was doing sales, I was always waiting for the to get paid. You know, I was always trying to get the deal done and waiting for the lender to contact the customer, and it took forever. And I'm just like, the hell with this, man. I can do better than that. So I just opened up my own brokerage and said, you know, I can do a lot better than what they're doing. So you know, and it just works out that we have these great relationships with a really good, I'd say a good 5 or 6 different banks that we have good relationships with, and we do monthly deals with. I think we're doing one now. That's what the hell is it? It's a crane truck. You know, those trucks, utility truck cranes, teleoptics,
Yeah.
optics or fiber optics, I think it's called, with the crane. And there's a lot of mobile mechanics out there that are interested in these vehicles, diesel mechanics and stuff like that.
Right. So the reason why I ask is because hence we're a co-op, right? So for the transportation industry, so that varies from brokers, factoring companies,
Hmm.
you know, uh, forming guys. You know, it can vary all the way even to construction because
Yeah.
we,
Hmm.
you know what I mean. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, the construction, you know, there's a lot of people that they're transporting the heavy loads. So they get these trucks with the big flatbeds and the long flatbeds and the heavy, I'm sorry, excuse me, the heavy, uh, wheel bearings and stuff what they have on their equipment so that they can carry the heavy loads and
right,
earn more money. Correct.
right. Well, even if they want to finance like a loader or anything like that as well,
Correct.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can even
loader.
help them. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as soon as I know what you're looking for or I see it, I mean, I'll know what it is most of the time. But every now and then something sneaks in there and I got to look it up. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I've never seen some, you know, there's some stuff on there that you know that has come across, and I'll be, you know, I think I did something for this guy did funerals. This guy did funerals, and he was getting a machine that loaded the caskets into the grave, and I was like, what in God's name is this? I have never seen this before, and uh, you know, and we wound up getting financing for that, you know, so. Um, yeah, it's if it matches your industry that you're in, obviously if you're in transportation and you're trying to buy a barbecue trailer, it's not going to work. You know, I mean, so
right,
it's got to match the industry that you're in.
right. Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. We're going to have like different members from different parts of the transportation industry.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's going to fit whatever they need.
Right.
It's
Right.
not just it's not just truck drivers. It's not just um, company owner or carriers looking to buy
Right.
equipment
Right.
because
It's
yeah.
yeah. No, we do pre-funding too, so there's people out there that are just that like we're doing another one that it doesn't get built until it's not built until December. So there's pre-funding that the banks will do pre-funding for it as long as you're willing
Mhm.
to take over 50% if it's a 100K piece of equipment and you're willing to finance 50K, make payments on it. They'll pre-fund the whole deal before December. And there's so many ways to work things out, man. It's it, I mean, I can't just list one or two different ways. They're flexible, but I mean they're also rigid on certain things too. So they typically like
Right.
2 years. Yeah, they typically like 2 years in business, good bank statements that have ending balances at least 5% of the asset cost. So, whatever, if it's 50K, then they would like to see at least 5% in your ending balances. So they know of your recent bank statements so that they know that you're not living check to check. Because a lot of people deposit 150K, 125K, but they're also taking out 123K. So, they want to see that you have some money left over um, to afford the equipment that you're trying to purchase. But they're pretty flexible on some things, man. We've learned to stay in business this long, and you don't learn it to when you don't know how to sidestep a few things. I'll be honest with you. There's some things you just gotta sidestep to get around things. I just did an excavator, Chris. It was 150K. She owned the equipment already. She already owned it, but she needed 150K to what do you call to buy some more land. And the neighbor was selling land, but she didn't want the investors to get it because they didn't know what they were going to build. So we had to go around a different way on how to structure it. So I had to do a consignment deal, basically with a dealer of mine, and we were able to get that funded for 150K for her. So basically, she's just taking a loan against her own equipment, but she got 150K to buy the land. Does that make sense?
Right.
So.
So basically, she refinanced the excavator to
Mhm.
gain capital.
Correct, to get working capital. And we do working capital too. Working capital, it's not like it's the best deal in the world or anything, but it puts cash in your account quick. It's fast. Like 24 to 48 hours. If you need 50K, they'll put 50K in there as long as you get approved and you're okay with terms. They like to be paid back bi-weekly. They'll do monthly, but they really prefer bi-weekly. But you can't blame them. They're trying to get their money back, so and they're shorter terms. They're not 4 year terms. They're like 2 year terms, but it's quick cash and it gets business owners out of a hole. So it's good to do the working capital too.
So Jeff, if you'd like, I could put your see how on the bottom underneath you, there's like
Yeah.
a ticker that's
Yeah.
going across. I can put your info in there if you like.
Yeah, I would like that. I sent you the new logo. I don't know if you could send the logo in there, but I don't know what you want me to send you to put something in there. Call Jeff Fields FCF Fields Commercial Financing, my number. That'd be
Email and
fine,
phone number.
Oh,
sir.
Email and phone number.
Yeah, I will just do an email and phone number. We could put a email and phone number on there. That's fine. I'll put the business name, Fields Commercial and Financing, and then my email and phone number. That'd be fine. Yeah. Um, you
Bill
know, Fields Commercial Financing. hmm
Marshall.
Um, we also just, there's a lot of truckers out there, transportation, that they just need an engine. So we financed just engines before. They need a $30,000, $40,000 engine in their, and that's
Right.
work that kind of falls under the working capital because they need that fast. They need 40,000 fast to get to get them to put the engine in and stuff like that. So that's just an example of working capital.
Right.
hmm
And
we typically do loans from 20,000 all the way up to, I mean, it can go up to 2-3 million, but the highest I've done is probably close to $500,000. Mhm.
okay.
Oh,
Let's
there it
see.
is. I see it. Nice. Yep.
Oh, yeah. There
Yep.
you
I
go.
mean, it's there, but
I
it's
didn't
not
even know it
moving.
did that.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought it
not.
put it in the ticker box
Well, yeah,
instead, but
it's yeah, the other one below it's moving, but this one just says call Jeff at Fields Commercial Financing, and there's my phone number right there. So that's perfect.
yeah.
I don't know if you could put my logo somewhere on your website, but
No, the
yeah.
logo I can't get uploaded. I don't know
Okay.
why.
Okay.
I tried that a couple of weeks ago with our affiliate partner from Alpine Gold,
Okay. Okay.
and for some
Yeah.
reason it wouldn't upload it. I
I
don't
mean,
know
this is
why.
fine. No, this is fine. I mean, this will get the word out. How long have you been doing this podcast for, Chris?
The podcast. How long we been doing this, Mike? About 2 months now.
Yeah, about 2 or 3.
Yeah. How's that been working for you guys?
It's been working.
Okay. There's a lot of people out there like yourselves, Chris, and who wanted to break away from the company they're working with because they don't want to pay for the truck and they want to get their own equipment. It's pretty much the same scenarios, like they're ready to just get their own truck and stuff like that.
Do you got a website?
Yeah, it's Fields Finance USA. It's FieldsFinanceUSA.com.
Fields Finance.
USA.com.
At USA.com.
No, it's just FieldsFinanceUSA.com. That's the website. Oh, it's all one word. Yeah. Let me see here.
So Field Finance USA.com.
Yeah, correct. Mm-hmm. Jeff Fields Finance USA.com. Yes, sir. That's perfect.
Okay.
Yep, that's perfect.
Yeah, Mitchell has been commenting in the thread over on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, if you need to shorten it up,
For information.
you can also do FCF if you want to. It's totally up to you, but it's whatever you want.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah. Yeah, I like your I like your logo. That's pretty cool, man. I really like that.
Yeah, that's one. That's actually our main logo, our main branding.
Okay.
I need to fix it a little bit. It's supposed to fit in better, but
Yeah, I can't do that tech stuff, man. I just give it to my wife because AI is. I'm with GoDaddy. AI has taken over, man. So I just give it to her, and I don't even know how it happens, man. I really don't. I really don't. I stay out of it, bro. I just stay out of it because if I'm involved in it, I'm gonna screw it up, man. I'll be honest with you. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's part of what we're actually doing with the co-op as well, is bringing all the connections together and educating. That's what we use this platform for, is to educate and make connections, right?
Yeah.
And then educate everybody on connections. And then even we have our own server. So any affiliates of ours can actually use our server as a server host.
Oh, okay. Okay.
To host your guys' websites and all of that. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Then you can
you,
control and host your own server, your domain, and all of that, like your website. You can do all the maintenance on it yourself, or we even can offer it to our IT department
mhm.
to where they give you a discounted rate for web
Okay.
hosting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in Georgia, but I'm with GoDaddy right now. I just upgraded everything to AI. It was like $1,500, man. So I upgraded everything. It's locked down.
Right.
It's secure. The website is secure. I bought all of them. I bought .org, .com, .usa. I bought everyone, so there's no hackers, and this way it's
Right.
safe for the customer to put in their personal information. It's a safe application. It's very difficult. It would be extremely difficult to get past my security that I have right now. I'm not saying impossible. I'm just saying it would be very extremely difficult.
Well,
Um,
none of it's impossible. Now,
right,
when it
right,
comes to cybersecurity,
right, right.
if a hacker wants in, they're gonna get in.
They're gonna
Put
get
it that
in,
way.
yeah. But
That's exactly why we're against the whole autonomous trucks and the
mm-hmm,
self-driving trucks,
mm-hmm,
because
yeah,
they're all ran by computers, right?
right, right,
That's my biggest thing. That's one of my biggest things is the
mm-hmm,
cybersecurity of it.
mm-hmm,
I mean,
mm-hmm.
you got 80,000 pounds that's being controlled by a computer.
Yep, yep. And that's the hard thing too.
Yeah.
When something goes out on that, where you get what's the chances of you getting a warning light or some kind of light on the dashboard? Then you got to go get it checked out. It's $1,000 just to enter the parking lot. I mean, it's
Hmm.
just crazy, crazy, stupid money about these trucks. And good luck trying to get an appointment and try to get in there, man, because they're slammed uh, because of these computers. And it's not like the old days where you had the no def system and all that other stuff. But now you got all kinds of stuff in there, man. So uh yeah, so anyway, we if we can't get you approved, that's another thing about us, we'll tell you what we need to do to get you approved or what you need to do on your credit or how to put you in a situation where you can get approved. We got to work together. So it's not just about us sending, hey man, I tried to get it done, we couldn't get you approved. We're always trying to, hey man, I need you to pay this off, I need you to pay that off. Let's get your credit above 700 or above 650. Usually above 625 is really the goal. 625 and higher. And we try to set a path as to how we can get you approved with the banks that we have. So my wife knows, I know the things that we have to get rid of. If there is some dirty laundry in there, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and I can actually vouch for that because even when Jeff got me the financing for my trailer, my credit score was at a 650, barely
Hmm.
started the company up, and he
Your
still got
startup.
me approved.
Yeah, we do startups too, just like we still do the startups, but
That makes
it's
it a little
really.
bit more difficult.
It does make it difficult, but I think you had some money down too, Chris. I think you had some money down. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
Um,
had to put like 7,500 down for the
yeah,
trailer.
yeah. We try to make it as less as possible, man. I mean, I'm a business guy too. I would not want to come out of pocket 7 grand. I mean, I would fight you tooth and nail to do that. But being a startup, we try not to prove you as a startup because a lot of people are in this business for years and years and years, and they're just a sole proprietor. They never started a business. Well, I can adjust that. I can write up something and say, look, he's been doing this since he's 17 years old. This is what he does. He's not changing his job. He's always done this. He's worked for this. He's worked for this company. He's working by himself now. He's starting his own business, and we'll just write you up a sole proprietor. So I try not to show you as a startup. It didn't work in your case because you actually were a startup. So, um,
Right.
yeah, it just didn't work. I couldn't get it done there, but there's ways, there's ways to, there's more than one way to, peel a potato. Let me just say that.
Yeah, and I can vouch for that because he ended up getting two banks to actually approve me with my
Mm-hmm.
credit score, and
Mm-hmm.
then they were asking. So both of them were asking. One was asking for 12,000 down, if I
Mm-hmm.
remember right,
Yeah, I think it was, yeah,
and
12 or 13.
I think both were actually asking for the same amount down.
Right.
And then I told Jeff, I've only got like 7,500.
Yeah, you kept telling me that too. Yeah, I kept coming back to
Yeah,
you, and I said,
yeah,
"Chris, I need this." You're like, "I only got 7,500." I was texting you, and you're like, "I only got 7,500." I said, "Okay, I think he only has 7,500." So, um, I had to reach deep, man. I had to reach deep. I said, "Look, you
yeah,
know, so." We fight, man. We fight pretty hard. If I can't get it done, I could tell you right now, there's nobody that's going to do it. I guarantee you. I mean, I feel confident that nobody will be able to do it because we fight tooth and nail to get you done. Is it going to be the prettiest deal? Sometimes not, but sometimes it is. I didn't hear from Chris for a while. Chris was very happy with his loan, and I know he was happy. And I just, and he succeeded, man. You did really well. So, um, uh, how many trucks do you have now, Chris? You have one paid off, two,
yeah. I got the one paid off, but it broke down again
that,
after I had the end frame done.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I had to close the authority down for a couple of years. It's actually still closed right now. I'm
Oh, the
actually
authority.
running
Okay.
under, yeah. I just
Okay.
ended up coming across so the guy that was actually renting my trailer while my authority was shut down, he wanted to get rid of his truck.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to get out of the business. So I told him, well, if you take payments, then I'll take it over.
Okay. Okay.
So that's what I'm doing right now and running under his numbers.
Running under his authority. Yeah. That's extremely cheaper for you too. I'm sure. So,
It's actually not, but
so, so, I
it's
mean,
about the same actually.
oh, do you have to carry your own insurance on it? Because that's the key, or that's the kicker right there. Uh, Insurance is extremely expensive on this stuff. So,
Yeah. So with the insurance, the auto liability actually has to be under the authority.
okay. Okay.
And then also the cargo insurance, it's not required by law,
Right.
but with the cargo, but the brokers require it.
The brokerage does require it. Correct. Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah. I mean,
and then the physical damage and,
hmm
comp, the compensation and
yeah, comp
uh,
and collision.
general
Yeah.
liability is covered
hmm
under with the owner operator.
Owner operators. Right. Yeah. And that's expensive. What, $1 million policies? I think something like that
No,
is,
that's the auto liability. The
that's
auto
the auto.
liability yeah, that's the auto.
Okay.
That's what actually activates your authority is the auto liability.
Okay.
The general liability is more of a protection for the company if the company gets sued.
Okay. I got you.
But anytime there's an accident or anything, that's where the auto liability is covered.
Okay. Okay. I got you. Yeah. Um, yeah. We run into that auto insurance thing when we get someone approved. We got to get the certificate of insurance, and they have to get the requirements just like the brokerage needs it from the bank. The bank tells us what they need, and we have to get that for them. So uh, we have to ask them to get that certificate of insurance, whether they're on their own or if it's from the owner operator.
Right.
Yeah. Um, So are you solely doing this now, Chris? Or you work? Are you what are you doing solely now? You just doing? Are you on the road still? OTR?
Yeah, I'm still OTR.
Okay.
and just running this truck until we finance another truck, and then
Okay.
I got the co-op VP running with me right now.
Okay. Okay.
He's just a
I'm teaching.
vacation truck driver. Don't let him fool you.
Well, not necessarily, because I gotta train the VP on the lanes and dispatching and all of that. Because once I
Oh,
finance my truck, he's gonna take over this one.
See, most
oh,
truck drivers spend 3 weeks out, 3-4 weeks out on the road, and like a
right.
week at home. He's like 3 or 4 weeks at home and a week out on the road. So
Oh,
No, no,
oh.
no, no. I'm not. Actually, the only reason we've actually been at my house for 2 weeks is because we had to put the truck into the shop because of a electrical issue that the guy couldn't get figured out before. And so I
Uh-huh.
had my mechanic look at it, and he actually found majority of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it took a week and a half just to get that
Find
done.
it. Yeah, to find it. Yeah, that electrical's a pain in the ass, man. I couldn't imagine trying to find that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand electrical. I don't do fire, and I don't do electrical, and I don't do fire, man. I stopped. I'm No, man, I subbed that out. I don't mess with it. I did one time. I tried a YouTube thing, and next thing I know, the damn water heater or whatever it was, I think the furnace, something was on fire. I had to call the fire department. It was a mess, man. So I'm out. I don't do it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Part of the problem was actually the PCM, which is
PCM.
the
Mm-hmm.
yeah
Yep.
the power
Yep.
control modular,
Yep.
and
Yep.
they had to send that off to the dealership to the Freightliner, and then
Okay.
Freightliner found the problem, and they tried to fix the problem and fried the computer.
Oh my God.
So
Wow.
yeah, that's one of the reasons why it took so long.
Yeah. 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 I've
Yeah.
heard some pretty bad stories and all this stuff, man. I got a couple friends just like yourself in it, and they call me from, I need another truck. This one burned down, or so I don't know. One of his drivers wrecked it, or that's something.
Right.
It's always, yeah, it's always something, man. So, but no, we're always we work quickly. It's just me. I got a one, two, three. I got a about 3, 4 person team. Sometimes four. Most of the time, it's just three, and I'm man, I haven't changed anything, man. I answer my phone Monday through Friday, text, call, whatever, and we get it done. I'll have a conversation with them and find out what's going on and what they need, and we work pretty fast. I try to get something back within. If I can get everything in before noon, we have a good shot of getting that answer the same day. But if it's past 11 or 12, I would say about 12, then Eastern time, then it'll be the next day before we get anything.
Right.
Yeah. Um, but it's a very easy process. Like I said, there's no inquiries to anybody. Nobody gets an alert on their phone. Hey, somebody's running your credit, like CarMax. They send you out to 15 different places. It's nothing like
Right.
that. It's a very simple process. It's very private, and like I said, we're small. We're not like Ally or Financial Pacific or something. Some major companies. Amore. I think you were with Amore, weren't you? With Amore, I think you were. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. So
Yeah, that's who we financed the trailer through.
right, yeah. So it's a pretty good. We still have those good relationships, man, and we do a lot of business with them. Looking to pick up some more vendors to come to us, and I'm very appreciative of this podcast to get our advertising out there, because it's hard, man. It's very hard out there. It's hard for everybody. It's not just me. It's everybody. I mean, you guys see it out there. You see the price of that
Yeah,
gas.
it's
It's
a whole
incredible.
economy.
I
Good
got a few
God.
questions though.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I've been down this road several times.
Okay.
I had my own LLC registered in the state of Texas.
Okay.
When COVID hit, it went away because I had one truck. I pulled mobile homes. I was specialized.
Okay.
So I don't have my business account. I don't have my LLC anymore. The
Okay.
wife was working for a company in Illinois that said, "Oh, you're on a 1099 as a company driver. We got to have your money going to a business account. We can't send it to personal." So
Mm-hmm.
we have a business account that both of our paychecks go to,
Right.
but prior to all of our money going to one account, there wasn't the $10,000 minimum that they require. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a business account. And I heard this from multiple people. "Oh, we can't help you. We can't help you."
Right.
So
Right.
with somebody that comes to you with that kind of scenario, how can you help them?
Well, if they don't, if like you said, if the business is not active anymore, we basically will, and you're still in the same industry or same,
Yeah.
yeah, then we'll just write it up as a sole proprietor. Like you've been in, yes, they'll look you up, they'll find you. We've tried to hide things before and they found that. So yeah, he used to own this business. It closed during COVID. COVID's a great crutch to lean on, but we'll just write you up as a sole proprietor and we can show you as a sole proprietor with a summary of what you're doing now, the income that you're bringing in, your deposits and stuff on your bank statements would hopefully show that. Or in the business account, there's business accounts out there that you don't have to have 10K in there. I mean, I think there's one. I think my son just opened one up with Wells Fargo. I think the minimum was like $100 or something like that. I
Well,
mean,
no, it's the bank, the finance company was requiring a minimum of 10K deposits a month minimum.
oh, okay, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, no, it's no, we don't have a minimum. Like they like to see that there is a cash flow going there. Like they'll see that you're getting paid from so and so, paying weekly over the last 3 months or whatever. As long as there's some good cash flow coming in, there's no minimum that you have to have. They just want to see cash flow. So if you give me bank statements and there's no deposits and nothing coming in, it's going to be difficult to get you an approval. But as long as you're showing some kind of deposits and it, you're fine with that. They just want to see cash flow. Like, what do you have at the end of the month after you pay your bills? Let's say 5%, so let's just say the truck is $50,000 times point oh five. So they want to see that you have a minimum of $2,500 in there at the end of the month so that you have
Okay.
enough. Yeah. So they like to see that you have at least 5% of the asset cost. And I say asset, I mean the actual equipment you're trying to purchase. So if the equipment costs 50K, they want to say, okay, well, does Mike have, I forgot, is it Mike? I'm sorry. Yeah. They want to say, okay, does Mike have at least $2,500? And if you have 2,500 or more in there in your ending balance, there's a beginning balance and an ending balance. As long as you have 2,500 or more in the ending balances, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But as far as I think I know what you're asking, as far as structuring it, and that's the biggest thing in the beginning is structuring the deal, and that's how I have to get a little creative. I was like, all right, well, his LLC is dead. I'll let him know. I said, look, this is not active anymore. It's down because of this, because of COVID or whatever reason it was, a hardship. But he's been a sole proprietor. He hasn't changed careers. This is what he's doing. He's been doing this, and they'll ask me for a schedule. I think it's a Schedule C, maybe like it's from your taxes, like 2024, 2000. They won't ask you for a full return. They'll just ask for a Schedule C, and uh, we you just send me what you have as far as a Schedule C goes,
Right.
and yeah, in your taxes, and then we can prove as long as because in there it'll say in your Schedule C what kind of what are you doing? The title of what you're a truck driver or whatever you are, your occupation. So we can make it work. There's ways.
Okay.
Yeah, there's ways. I'm not saying it works all the time, but we that's why we always do a summary. They really do like the summaries. Okay, who is Mike? Who is this guy from wherever, and what does he want? He wants this, but and then we write up a big, that's why we talk to you and we have a, not an in-depth conversation. I say 5 minutes. Just talk about what you do, man, what you do on a daily basis and where you're driving to, and you're local, are you over the OTR? Are you under somebody's authority? You got your own authority, blah, blah, blah. So we ask these questions for a reason so that we can write up something that's going to get approved.
And what generally is the down payments? What percentage is most common?
Well, if we're 625 and higher, there's different banks that I could send a deal to. So if you're below 625 and under 2 years in business, I can't send you to Amore. I can't send you to Navitas, those top banks, because they offer the zero down. So, and I say zero down, it actually is a zero down. The only requirement would be just to pay a processing fee, which is $850 or something like that. So, but if you're over 625 and higher, I can, and you're over 2 years in business with the TIB, which is time in business. I like to try to prove you over 2 years, because if you're 625 and higher, then and your bank statements have that 5% in there, ending balances, we have a very good chance of getting you the zero down approval. Now, if it's not a zero down approval, then the minimum down would be it could be 10, the minimum would be 10% down, and the highest would be 40% down. It just depends on your score, how many charge offs you have on your credit. Some people, like the couple I got that was under 500, they had repos. They had a couple repos, charge offs, and we still got them approved. But they had to put 40% down because they had to make a statement to the bank like, we're serious buyers. We have the 47K to put down. So they make them put down that money, because who the hell wants to lose 47K, right? So they make them prove themselves. But we try not to go to those banks, the high risk banks. But if I know the score is below 500 or below 600 rather, I'll let them know. I said, look, it's going to take some money down. It could be anywhere from 10 to all the way to 40%. I don't know, but the lowest is 10%.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So I can't answer your question just for one thing, because everybody's credit profile is so different. I mean, yeah, everybody's so different. Some people are just a ghost. Like, they don't have any credit. Like, they just have a credit card on there. Well, I mean, they have no installment history. I can't send you to one of those upper banks that we like to use every day for the zero down, because they require some installment history, like you've paid for a vehicle before. Some people just have a good score. Oh, I'm a 750. I say, yeah, you're a 750 because you don't have anything on your credit. All you have is a credit card, a $5,000 limit. I mean, I can't, you're still going to have to put money down, So I don't know what that amount would be, but it just depends on the cost of the truck. Let me just say this. Startups, the banks will usually, a real startup, banks usually stop at 50K now. So it's 50K, that's their cap, 75K on some of them. So 50 to 75K, they won't go any higher for a startup. Over 2 years, up to 150 or more, depending on what you're looking for.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's a man. I learn something new every day in this business. Because they're always changing. It's never. It normally stays the same for a good 5-6 months. Then something changes. Like maybe they had too many repos one month, or maybe they had too many of this, and they're changing their policy. They're like, oh no, we're not doing this no more. We're going to ask for 30% down. We're going to ask for 20% down, which doesn't do me any good. It hurts my business, but we typically try to get the least out of your pocket, like a processing fee. If I can get you approved, I'll cover the processing fee. I don't want you putting down 10, 12K and then having to pay an $850 processing fee. I'll pay for that. Out of my commission, I'll pay for it. It's not a big deal, so I'll pay for it. And this way that lowers. So there's a lot of different ways to work this. But I got to feel the temperature first on each customer, where they're at, because some people just have the money. They're like, no, I want to put 20K down. I want to put 20. Okay, you put 20K down. So now you're financing 80K. It was 100K. Now you're financing 80. I'm going to cover your processing fee so you have nothing else out of pocket. And they're like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, because I've gotten the same thing out of people when I was looking for a truck here a
Mm-hmm.
year ago, and it's like, yeah, 20%. Everybody was 20%, 20%, 20%. That was the first thing out of their mouth, 20%.
Yeah, yeah.
Business. Well, I had my LLC for 8 years, but I closed it during COVID. I don't have a business. Oh, we can't help you.
Yeah, no, that's not true. That's why you work with brokers like myself because uh, we have the interpersonal relationships with the bank, and we can. I'm not going to say it's creative. It's just that we can we take our time and we take the time to structure the deal in a different way. So I have relationship managers with these banks. I'll call the bank. I'll call my my relationship manager, say, hey, this is what I got. Can we structure it this way? And they'll be like, yeah, we can do this, but I need you to get him to do this. So, when you go straight to a dealer or something like that, they don't have time for that. They're not gonna do that, you know.
So Die Hard Deals has a question. What about if someone is behind on taxes?
Yeah, so sometimes sometimes there's what I say to everybody with the tax thing is that always send in the application, the 3 months bank statements, and at least send in the application, 3 months banks, and what you're looking for, the equipment you're looking for, because it doesn't cost you anything. It's my time. I'm just gonna put the file together, and if I see there's a tax lien on your credit, then it'll show up there. But if there's no tax liens or blanket liens or anything like that, you should be fine. But if there are, as long as you're in communication with the person on the other side of that tax credit, and you're making payments, and you can show and prove that you're making payments, we've done that before. We got that approved. As long as your payments are up to date and you're not behind like 60 days, or you haven't made a payment in 30 days or 60 days, as long as you're current and you're making payments and you have an agreement with the tax or treasury department, you'll be fine.
Okay. That's
But
pretty
we have come across those tax things before. Like, oh man, I got a great approval. All right, and then the bank says, oh well, hold on, he's got a tax lien. Okay, here we go. So, and then the tax lien, and I'm like, hey man, can you get me a document showing you're making payments on this tax lien? Oh yeah, I'm making payments. I'll show you. I'll send you the letter of agreement letter that they made.
right,
Yeah,
and then probably
they-
some receipts of the
sent me one
payments
when
and
mine was
stuff.
paid off.
I'm sorry, say again, Mike.
They sent me a letter when mine was paid off.
Yeah, you want to keep that letter and you want to frame it. Well, I mean, maybe not a lien, but does he have a tax issue? Like, is he paying? Does he have he's back paying on taxes? Is he making his payments on taxes?
You've had your what? Your escort 5 years. Long time.
Here, he's actually in my living room, so give me a sec.
He brought up something good that I need to ask.
Okay.
As far as like my personal credit score, it's up there probably about 675. The wife's is over 700. That's personal.
Okay.
Okay. But when she was working for this one company, they made her get a business account and set up a business name. So she has a S Corp that's all legal.
Okay.
And all of our paychecks go into that bank account. So how do you run the loan under the business if there's never been any financial stuff done with the business other than money going into that account, as far as borrowing money or renting equipment or stuff like that? Which would be the better way to go?
Well, I mean, I would put everything in the business name. So if it's, what's your last name, Mike?
Herb.
So it would be like we'd set it up and structure it. This goes on the structure. We set it up as Mike Herb, DBA, doing business as Mike Herb, right? A DBA. So we set it up as a DBA. He's been doing this business. He's not registered in the state he's in. He's never registered. He's just been a sole proprietor, and we just get a Schedule C and to show that you're in that industry of transportation or whatever you're in, and we just uh, we just tie it all together. I mean, as far as the bank statements, they could be personal bank statements, they could be business bank statements, they can be either. Some people have a business account, some people don't have a business account, some people don't want a business account. I mean, everybody's different. As long as
Right.
you can, as long as you can, as long as we structure it right, structure is key. As long as we structure it as a DBA, sole proprietor, DBA, you're not required by law to have that registered in the state, and not
Right.
in Georgia.
But
You can.
as far
Mhm,
as the doing it under the business aspect of it,
mhm, mhm,
with her S corp being like 7 years old, and the bank
mhm.
account's probably about that old too, it would be beneficial to do it under that business that's already 7 years old, or under like a personal, because I've been doing this for like 35, 36 years.
No, it would be better to do it under the business that it has that establishment already, the seven
Okay.
year establishment. Yeah, 100%.
So
Yeah.
so how do they go by credit under the business name if there isn't any credit information to pull
Okay.
under the company name?
Right. Some people, there's people, there's a lot of people, they don't have any paynet. Paynet is commercial. So what they have is that what they do, I run a soft pull on your personal credit, which is just Equifax. They do the same thing. So they run the same thing that I run. They run personal. They just want to make sure you pay your bills. But again, there's no credit inquiry because I pay for that service. I pay for that not to happen, no inquiries to you guys. I use a company called Informative, and I pay them monthly for all the people that I run credit Equifax on, and the banks that I work with run the same thing, so they don't need to pull anything. I just send them everything that I already did. I mean, I send the package in because they do the same thing. There's no reason for them to do a hard pull. I already do the same thing. So I send it in. They look at your personal credit. Say, okay, yeah, he's got a 685. He's got three. Let's say he's got like 40. Let's say 40 accounts, 35 accounts. Let's say that he's been late twice over 30 days. He's been late 10 times over 60 days, one time over 90 days. They look at those kind of things, your credit history. Like, does this guy pay his bills, or are we going to have to, get some kind of, are we going to have to call this guy every day and stuff like that? So they get an idea who they're dealing with. Some people are just, they don't pay their bills. I mean, they're 100 and something days over 90 or 60 or 30 days. But that's what they do. But we only do deals in the business name. We don't do deals. It's going to be Mike Herb DBA, or it's going to be a business name like QT, or it's going to be uh, what do you call, Jim of All Trades. It'll be a Jim of All Trades LLC, Fields Commercial Financing LLC, or it's going to be a DBA, sole proprietor.
Okay.
Yeah. Structure is very important. It's extremely important. That's why we like to talk to the customer and figure out how we can do this, because not everybody has a registered business, and some of them, they do have a registered business, but they don't have it active. Like, they never paid on it. Like, you got to pay a fee once a year to keep it active. So some of them just let it go and it's not active. It'll say disqualified, not disqualified. What does it say? I don't know. Something that says not active.
Okay.
or not in compliance, not in compliance.
Right.
Okay, so I was asking about
Yes, sir.
the tax question.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, my business entity tax status is fine. The entity itself is about a year old. I've used it for some other a different business idea that I had.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna use that same entity when I get to buy my own truck and for my business there.
Okay.
That entity itself is fine tax wise.
Okay.
As my part of my career, mostly I've been a company driver. I file tax exempt, so
Mhm. Mhm.
I just don't pay taxes
Yeah.
because
Right.
there's no law saying that you have to pay taxes for time that you trade for a wage.
Correct. I understand that. Like if you buy a
Yeah,
if you buy a truck, would you be
I don't
tax
file
exempt?
returns, nothing, so
You you would be tax exempt, right? Because
yep.
yeah, I get it. Yeah, we've done those too. Yeah.
Okay, so that was my main thing. I don't have any lien against my business. There's nothing on it, even on my credit. I've been through a little bit of a financial hardship, so I've got some late payments, but for the most part,
Oh, I
I've
mean, we
always
all
paid.
do. Yeah, we all do.
I had like you look further back than my hardship, and it's like I've had awesome payment history for years. So,
Yeah.
um,
No, yeah, that's fine right there. I mean, we're just,
mhm.
yeah. I mean, I understand that. Everybody's got some dirty laundry in there, man. There's no picture
Yep,
perfect person here. Yeah.
yep. So, okay,
Um,
that was my main question. So,
no,
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah,
the worst
that's
dirty
cool.
laundry to have is an ex-wife.
Yeah, exactly. I got one of those too. I got one of those too. Uh, but that's a good question though, especially about that tax thing. I meant to ask that gentleman is his business active now in the state that he lives? He pays his yearly. He keeps it active.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he
See.
keeps it active.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's still active.
Yeah. You
It
always.
hasn't even generated enough revenue to be liable for any taxes, really.
No, that's fine. The revenue doesn't matter. But how much time in business do you have under that name? How long has it been registered?
10 months.
Okay. So you just keep going. Don't always just pay that fee. Don't change the name. Don't do anything. Keep it the same way all the time, and
Yeah.
just get to your 2 year mark. But I mean, you're still fine because you've been in the industry longer than 10 months, right?
Been in the industry 4 years.
Exactly. So even though you just started that business 10 months ago, we could still show you as a sole proprietor because you've been in that industry for the
Okay. I see what
yeah
you're saying.
yeah.
Even
We'll
though
just
even though my business is an LLC.
correct. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
We'll just tie it all together and say, look, he worked for this transportation company. He worked over here. He worked over here. He's got his own business for 10 months. And then, we may get a Schedule C from you. And you may have been 1099 for those jobs. Most people are, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. But we could tie it all in together and and show that, yeah, he did start it 10 months ago, but he's been driving a truck since for 10 years now or 5 years, whatever, so
you.
yeah, so we just try to tie it in all together. A lot of people get confused on that. It's some people think we don't like to send it in as a startup. They're harder on startups. If you're a startup, the topper banks like Amore and Navitas, they like you to have a home mortgage in your name. A lot of people say, "Oh, my wife's got." It's got to be in whoever owns the company. It's got to be if you own the company, then you have to have a mortgage in your name for more than 12 months, and then a 700 and higher score for startups. So we don't like to go that route. I like to tie in all the experience so I don't have to even cross that bridge, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
and I think that's why Murr actually financed me
Correct.
was because I owned the house for since 2014. So
Yeah.
when we started the company, it was already 6 years,
Yep. Yep.
7 years.
Yep. Yep. Everything was in your name too. You owned everything. So, um, it worked out
Yeah.
fine there. Yeah, no, they were happy with that, and you know,
Yeah, and
so
my credit score and my wife's credit score was actually really good at the time.
yeah,
That was
yeah, mine,
another reason.
yeah, I got 4 boys, so and I got a daughter, but my daughter's married with kids, but my boys have just absolutely just ran me over 100 times, man. I was a 750 plus, and then I had to get these loans for them and this and that, school and all kinds of crap. Man,
Right.
I'm just like a used tire, buddy. Just a used tire.
Mhm.
My credit, yeah. I mean, I have great credit history, established great credit. I can get
Right.
pretty much anything, I guess, but not anything, but I can get whatever I need. But it's just, man, it's just there's stuff
Right.
to pay
Well,
off.
There's one on
So,
your head.
you got anything else, Mike?
Do what?
You got anything else?
No. He answered everything I needed to find out about, and any
mhm.
questions I had. So
I got a really special vendor I use. His name is Ed Johnson. He's equipment. He's in Jacksonville, Florida, and he I work with him every day. He has access to all the auctions. He can get any truck anybody wants, probably $10,000 cheaper than anybody. Also, so I want to make sure you guys know that is that we know people in this industry that are vendors that sell this equipment. So if you're looking at something at a dealer, I could probably get it 10, maybe I'm not gonna say 15, but I know I can get it cheaper because a lot of those dealers have to make a certain margin. Ed doesn't have to make a certain margin on numbers. Like he brings it down. He's good making a certain margin on trucks, and uh, it's a good way to go. And all we got to do is structure it through his dealership. It's like a consignment deal. He just writes up the invoice. He buys the truck. He writes up the invoice. Dealer to dealer, he makes the deal, and then you buy the truck from Ed. So I have avenues to go that way. I got an investor that will maybe do some in-house paperwork, in-house deals. Depends on the person and their credit. We could do some in-house too if we can't get the customer approved. He may buy the deal, and then of course, there's interest on it, but nothing like a regular bank. You would just have to make sure your payments are on time, and it wouldn't be the 26 or 35% the banks are charging. It would be just probably up to 15%, but it just depends on the deal. So I have an investor that does buy some of these deals. It's just there. He's just very selective.
Right. So
So
you got connections all around.
yeah, I've made a lot of connections, man. I've made a lot of connections in this business. It's been a good business, and I can't say enough about it. But I mean, I'm not perfect at it, man. But I have you know, I got a program where I can just, if I can't get something approved, I could put the deal into a program where there's nothing but lenders in there, and it's like fishing. You put the bait in, and you see who's
Hmm.
gonna see. Say, hey, I like that. Yeah, we could probably do that. So, and there's thousands of these lenders in this pool of in this program, and say, hey, I got this. I can't get this approved. I sent it to them more. I sent it to BSB. They didn't buy it. Is anybody out there looking to possibly buy this? I mean, does it take a cut away from me? Of course it does. It takes a cut, but at the end of the day, I don't care so much about the margin of the cut or anything. I don't have to hit some home run on anybody. I try to be very fair, and I like to make at least $2,000 on a deal. So if I have to cut it, then I'll just cut it just to get the deal done for the customer. But because not all, I don't know of all the banks, but if in this program I could put it in there, and then next thing I know, I got a relationship with this bank because we can get it done over there. If that makes sense.
Right. Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Or even an individual
yeah.
investor.
Yeah. Even the investor likes the top deals, the good top credit customers don't have any lates and stuff. He's very picky because it's his own paper, it's his own money. But
Right. And
the
that's
risk,
understandable.
of course. But if I could get it into this other program, and then there's YCA Capital. YCA Capital. I had never even heard of these people. They bought a deal from us. They said, "Hey, we can do this deal," even though the title says the title was a rebuilt title. It says rebuilt, but can you guys do it? He goes, "Yeah, we can do it." So I sent it to, or we did the deal with YC Capital. So, and do I know YC Capital? Absolutely not. I have no idea who the hell they are. But I'm just saying, you know, we got it done. We got the deal done. The customer's fine. He's been approved and he's been making his payments and he likes them. And, you know, as long as we get the deal done and, you know, they're not killing them on interest like 35, 50% or some BS, then, you know,
Right.
we try to keep it right under 20. Try to keep it under 20. And it depends on the customer. Like, I'm not going to send a 700 score for 20%. You know, I mean, we try to keep it somewhere between that 10 and 15% mark.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's pretty, we got all kinds of avenues. It's impossible to talk about all of them in one little podcast, but we have a lot of opportunities here.
Right. And we'll have you on again shortly, probably in a couple of months, just to,
Yeah.
refresh, recap, and we'll
Yeah.
end up with more viewers and all of that. So,
yeah. And if we get any deals funded or something, you know, we'll send kickbacks for your help on it. And also, we can put the customer on there, the comments or his reviews or whatever you want to do. We got Google reviews too.
right.
So you could look us up. It's under Google Fields Commercial Financing. There's a bunch
Hey,
of
I
reviews.
got a question for you, Jeff.
Huh?
The wife and I run a website called WeTheTruckers.com.
We the Truckers. I like it.
Yes, it's informational only.
Okay.
We have advocates on there. We have people that write books. We have a government page.
Mm-hmm.
We have another page on there that's just like Mud Flap, OIDA, ATU,
Mm-hmm.
this app, other stuff. And I think we got an insurance guy that we're fixing to put on there that does commercial insurance.
Yeah,
And
that's another thing. Yeah, you hit on.
something,
Mm-hmm.
would you be interested in being listed on there?
Of course, yeah, absolutely. I've got maybe Chris. Chris, I sent you the logo and my. I'll send Chris the new logo and the application link that I send to his cell phone. You could just put it. You could put it on
No,
there. You
I
can go
didn't
to.
get the application link.
Yeah, I sent it to your phone. It's fieldsfinanceusa.com. I think I sent you the link, didn't I?
No, you only sent me the logo.
Really? Let me see. Let me see here. Oh, you must have been right, man. I hate when people are right. Let's see here. Christopher. I'm just messing with you, brother. Let's see here. I got it right here. Here it is. No, wait, that's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's not. Here it is. I think it is.
Yeah, see, our website started out as just having trucking advocates on there, people that were wanting to do and try to change stuff in the industry, but we found out really, really quick that there's a lot more stuff out there that was helpful, to drivers other than just that.
Right.
So, I mean, we wouldn't have like your picture or anything up there like that. You'd be listed under what's that page?
Oh,
It'd be under resources more for drivers, and it'd have, Fields Commercial Finance, and you'd click on it and it would take you directly to your website.
oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what we would love to do that. Yeah, that's fine. Right there.
Yeah, so before we put you on there, do me a favor. Go to our website, browse through it, see what you think. Down there at the bottom there on one of the pages, there is a place to send us an email and leave a comment.
Okay.
Shoot us an email with your website, your name, phone number, city and state that you're out of, and let us know what you think about the website, and we'll get you put on it.
Okay, and what's the name of your website again?
It's called WeTheTruckers.com.
WeTheTruckers.com. Okay. And that's based out of, well, let's see here. I can't read that.
Yeah,
We
we
the
just added a new page on there. What's it called? We just put a new page on there called the Truck Stop. And
Okay.
you don't have to be a truck driver to go to this website or use it. But like when you go to the page that's called the Truck Stop, it'll
Okay.
pop up with the city that you're in,
Okay.
and you drop a pin on there anywhere you want. Doesn't have to be your house. It can be the other side of town, whatever. You put in your name and a little bit of thing about yourself, and a little truck will pop up on the map. It's a new page we started, so there's only like 4 people that have done it so far. So,
Okay. And you said to where, leave my name and information where at? I'm on the page now. Where do you leave it at?
yeah, there's a comment section down there.
All the way at the bottom.
Email us. Connect with us.
I think it's under Connect with Us.
Oh, connect with us. Okay. I got you.
Yeah. But yeah,
Let me see.
go through there, check everything out. We got like a government page, and we got behind the wheel, we got the truck stop page, we got one with movies, books, and videos, and we got a little bit of everything in there.
So yeah, sign up for updates and stuff like that. I think it is.
If you want, you can, and that's just like new stuff that's being added. It's like once a month or something, you'll get an email, with something new happening.
Okay, yeah, let me go through it. Yeah, absolutely. I see an email subscription, the truck stop. I see government resources, podcasts. I see all that stuff.
Yeah, and then down at the very bottom of the home page is a little thing down there about me and the wife, so you can read a little bit about us, and anything that's on there, like the advocates. If you click on their social media account, it'll take you to their page. If you go to the resources page, more for drivers, and you click on one of the blue boxes, it'll take you right to that website.
Oh, okay. I see it here. I see your picture down here, Mr. Herb. Yep. Okay, I see it down here. Send us a message. I see that. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Okay.
everything in there is free. We don't make any money off of it. Like if you go to one of the books that's in there or the movies, it just takes you to a place where you can purchase that book. We don't make any money off of it. No one pays us for anything to be on there. It's
Okay.
completely free.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
a Facebook.
I'll look
Mike
at
and
it
Jane
tonight.
are actually advisors to the board. So they're also, we the truckers are affiliates of the co-op as well.
Oh, they are. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look through this, man. It's got a lot of stuff in here. I'll definitely look through it and send you a message there, Mike. I appreciate you pointing that out.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. We're fine. We've been finding out there's been more and more things to put on there other than just
Yeah.
the very first page is all our advocates, and that's what we had 7 months ago when we started this.
Yeah.
So it's grown
Yeah.
to this in 7 months.
Yeah. No, that's good. It's good to have this kind of stuff because like you just hit on like insurance, a lot of people don't know where to go. Where do I get insurance? I've got insurance contacts. I mean, all over the place, depending on what state you're in, but so that's a good thing to hit on too. So, I'm glad you mentioned that. But yeah, we got, the more you get together here and do podcasts, the more information we have. So that's what it's about.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing this. One of the reasons. Bringing the connections all together.
Yeah, because there's a lot of inside stuff that people don't know, like working with brokers or working with the dealers. The dealers are harder to work with because they can only get certain things approved. I got to have 20% down. I got to have 40% down. I got to have, whatever, and brokers are different because we got different relationships with different banks. So yeah, that's key.
The same on the insurance side and everything else.
Yeah, I'm not a big insurance fan. I'll be honest. I don't like insurance, but if you work in insurance,
I don't think any of us do.
yeah, I don't, that's my biggest, well, besides my mortgage, that's my biggest expense is the freaking insurance, man. This is crazy, man. It's absolutely insane. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's
You
okay.
got what? Do all your kids live at home?
Oh, hell no. They're all
Oh.
grown. No, hell no. Uh, I got
We
I
got
got
1, 2, 4 cars and 3 drivers on our insurance here in Arizona, and we
oh,
liability on 2 of them, full coverage on the other 2, and we pay over $900 a month.
I'm right there with you because I've got, because my boys, they're linemen and they can't afford their own insurance right now. So we just do it as they're just drivers on our vehicles, on their vehicles. We put it under our insurance. So basically, long story short, I have 7. I'm behind you. I have my wife's parents on there too. So I have 7 vehicles under my insurance. I only drive one. And,
Yeah, right.
it's so when it comes time to the 14th of the month, I'm like a collector. I'm like, hey, y'all need to start paying up. I mean, let's go. You know, so I ain't covering all that, man. It's like $600-700. Yeah. It's crazy.
All right, guys,
Well,
we're gonna have
yeah,
to
Okay.
we'll
end this.
definitely be looking you up here probably in the near future if things don't work out
Yeah.
where we're at. Because we were going to buy our own truck and then we stumbled across this gig. And so we're going to
Okay.
give it a whirl and see if it works. And if it doesn't, then we're going to look into getting our own truck. So we'll definitely be talking to you if we do.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys can call or text me or email me anytime.
The two biggest ones for me were.
We can't have you on our page and not give you first shot at it,
Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, at least, hey, give me a shot at it. Give me a stab at it at least, right?
Right. We'll just have to remind you 17 times during the process. Hey, buddy, you're on our page.
I
You're
know,
on
I
our
know.
page.
Trust me, I know. Trust me. I already know. I could already see that coming. I could see that.
You're just doing what you're doing, and we're doing what we're doing to help people, and get the word out there and stuff.
Yeah,
Basically what this podcast is about too. To
it
get things
is.
out there and help people, help every other aspect of this industry other than just the driver.
Yeah, just to help everybody in the industry because there's, like you said, I mean, it's about help, man, and there's a lot of stuff you don't know that they don't know. So it's helping each other, man. There's a lot of information out there that they're not getting. So they're we try to do the path of least resistance.
Exactly.
All right.
So
I'm gonna end the live now.
okay, buddy.
I'm gonna end the live now. You can stay on for a little bit. We usually go in the backstage area for a little bit.
Okay.
But I do want to mention Josh came in. He said, "What's up, fellers?" Over on X. I'll get the recording uploaded on Facebook. We usually do the live stream on Facebook, YouTube,
Okay.
X, and LinkedIn, but for some reason it wasn't connecting to Facebook and LinkedIn because this was supposed to be scheduled last week and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot to go in and update it. So there's that.
Okay.
But I'll get it
I
uploaded on there. And
I
get the
sent you
recording
the-
in.
Okay, I sent you the.
drivers.
Yeah, I know you can't rely on them. I sent you the application link to your phone too.
That was
Dragon Ball Z is what.
Oh
most
yeah,
My
that's,
fault?
that's something else, Jeff.
So my-
When you send
you get
in your
like when you-
email,
people great when you watch
when you
those.
put your email in there,
Uh-huh.
put in the link.
So-
Also give us the link to the application, so if they want, they can go right from there, right straight
Yeah.
into that. Give us both
Right.
of them.
Yeah, I'll do. Just Chris has it on his phone. I just sent it to him so he can copy and paste it right to you.
Yeah, I'll forward all the information over to you, Mike.
Okay.
All right. Everybody
All right,
have a good
guys.
night.
All right,
We
buddy.
come on every Saturday, 4:00 Pacific, 5:00 Mountain Standard, 6:00 Central, and 7:00 Eastern every Saturday. Join us next
Okay.
Saturday as we'll have another topic. Not too sure what it's going to be yet, but we'll figure it out.
Okay,
We'll probably
yeah,
do something on the, more for the trucker side, instead of the whole industry
Social norms
is what I'm
Okay.
thinking. But,
okay, yeah. I
yeah,
just sent you.
everybody have a good night.
Okay, buddy.
For me, that
Appreciate it,
culture of-
Jeff. Thanks for all the information.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank
I
you